Welcome back to We're Having Fun. I'm Mark. Hi.
Hi, I'm Krista.
Hello. And this week we are doing things.
Oh my gosh, that intro. What was that? Yeah, we were just... I have my dog back, so Wilson has joined us in the recording booth, known as my living room. We were just anticipating all of the noises that he usually makes when we're recording these things.
Yep. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
How it goes. All right. Any news?
No?
No.
Don't think so.
Don't think so. No. All right. Well, we got a lot to cover here.
We did.
Because this week we went and watched Ant-Man and the Wasp in Quantumania.
Yes.
In the theater.
And you know what that means. Whenever we go see a movie in the theater, we talk about the trailers that we saw before.
Trailer time.
Yeah, so it's time.
I love trailer time.
It's trailer talk time.
Yes. So what trailers did we see?
Well, first of all, we saw the Dungeons and Dragons.
Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. I was trying to think of what the rest of it was, and then I just drug out dragons for some reason. Dragons.
Well, what did you think of this trailer? How interested are you in this movie?
It's something that I might want to see, not in theaters, but when it comes out on DVD or on streaming, whatever.
I agree.
Not much of a D&D player. I've played like once or twice a long time ago. I have a lot of friends that love D&D, and good for them.
Yeah.
Love it for you. Not for me. Sorry.
Yeah. Never played before, but I've had friends that do it. Yeah.
I made like a whole, because I played with an ex-boyfriend of mine like a long time ago, and I made
you've dated someone else?
Stop it. And I made like a whole character backstory and everything, and I got all excited about it, and then we never played again, and I was like, oh, well, okay.
That's a bummer.
And yeah, so.
Yeah. I think it looks fun enough.
Yeah, it looks pretty fun.
But yeah, I don't know that I'm that interested.
No,
but hopefully it's a good one for everybody that's a fan.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I feel like the buzz about it or whatever is pretty good.
That's good.
People who like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff seem pretty excited about it. Because there have been other Dungeons and Dragons movies.
There was that one with Marlon Wayans. In the early 2000s or something? I don't remember exactly.
I feel like it was earlier than that, but I don't know.
Maybe in the 90s. I don't know.
But yeah.
hasn't been great. But they got a good cast going.
Yeah, they do. So hopefully it'll be good.
Yep. We'll see. What's next?
Next up, Scream 6, which showed... it was like a teaser for Scream 6.
Yeah.
So it was basically just the two girls in like a convenience store, and Ghostface comes in, and then it was like, oh, that's it? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much. They're just teasing us.
I know that there's an actual trailer. I've seen parts of the actual trailer, because they're like on a subway at one point and everything. So yeah, I know there's more that is out there. I don't know why it was just that one little tiny thing, because we were like, oh, okay, moving on, I guess.
Yeah. So, I don't know that I really care that much. I haven't seen a Scream movie since like the first one.
I saw the first two for sure. I feel like I may have seen the third one.
Yeah.
But I can't be sure.
Yeah.
And then I haven't seen any of them since then.
Yeah. Hopefully it's good for whoever likes them.
Yeah, I guess people really liked the fifth one. It was like the new, not really a reboot, but like a soft reboot kind of thing, I guess. Because it had some of the same characters.
Yeah. But
then it had introduced new characters, and they're going to be in this one. So.
The new gen.
I guess so.
Of killers.
So, yeah, if you like that kind of thing, there you go. It's there. John Wick 4.
Yeah. Have you seen any John Wicks?
No.
I saw the first two. They're a lot of fun.
Okay.
I think maybe we should do at least one of them for the podcast.
I'd be down for that.
It's just...
I do like Keanu, so...
Yeah. There's part of it that I hate to make you watch, but...
If it's the inciting incident, I already know what it is.
Yeah. It's not like... The inciting incident, it's not like graphic or anything.
But I know what happens. I know why he goes after all these people.
But it is sad.
Well, yeah. I would probably cry, because you know how I am.
So, but they're really fun movies.
I've heard that he has like the highest kill count of like any like action movie.
Oh, I believe it.
Character.
I believe that.
He's already got like up to almost 400, I think, kills in the first 3 movies, maybe.
I could see that.
Something like that.
I would think Rambo would have more, especially like in the new movie when they just went super bloody.
I don't know.
I haven't done the legwork on this.
Yeah, I have not either.
But yeah, I still need to see the third one, which I do want to see. I just haven't. And then I kind of want to see the fourth one. Looks fun.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Air courting a legend.
The one we thought was a commercial.
We saw the preview for this during the Super Bowl, like the Super Bowl ad, and we sat there the whole time going, is this a Nike commercial or is this an actual movie?
We were waiting for the joke to drop, to where it was like, new Air Jordans.
Exactly. No, it's an actual movie.
Yeah. It's so
I kept seeing it, because I was like, all right, yeah, there are a lot of, like, it's very star-studded cast.
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
really got a lot of people for this commercial.
This ad is really good, really interesting. They got so many big names for this.
I think it's so hard to take Ben Affleck with that hair as serious.
Yeah.
So that's part of why I thought it was a joke.
Yeah. Plus you've got like Jason Bateman in there.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay.
Yeah.
One of the guys from Our Flag Means Death is in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I was like, hey, I know him.
Yeah. But it might be good.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Viola Davis is in it. So,
yeah.
I mean, come on.
Who knows? We'll see, I guess. But it's just such a weird... Such a weird thing.
So basically, I guess we should say what it is. What it's about. They're trying to get... They're trying to make... Nike is like making Air Jordans.
Yeah, it's like the story of how they come up with Air Jordans. Yeah. So it's about courting Michael Jordan because he was a rookie. Yeah. Like unproven at the NBA level, but they're taking a chance and they're gonna make a shoe out of him.
They're gonna take the leather from his skin and they're just gonna make shoes.
Dry out his skin.
Gross.
Awful.
No, they're gonna use him as inspiration.
Yes.
For the shoe.
Yeah.
So, oh, goodness.
Yeah. Interesting, I guess. I still don't know if it's something I would actually want to watch, but who knows? Maybe it'll be good.
Who knows? The next one, though, we know we're going to watch. Because it is Indiana Jones, Dial of Destiny.
Yes.
So I'm not sure if it's what I said or if it's Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, which would make more sense because it goes with the others, but whatever. Indy 5, how about that?
Yep. Looks good. I think it looks fun.
Is this the first time you've seen the trailer?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because didn't they show one during the Super Bowl?
Oh, they probably did.
I think, I saw that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I think it'll be fun.
I think they showed a shorter version of it during the Super Bowl.
Probably. Yeah.
But yeah, I love the part where he's at the end where he's got the whip in the room with all the people and he's just like swinging that whip everywhere and then they all just pull out their guns.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I misjudged this.
Definitely looks better than 4.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be fun, so I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, I should mention this in news. But Super Bowl commercial, speaking of those, they did show the commercial for The Flash, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty good.
I was probably making
You were
food.
In the kitchen, yes. Where you belong.
I was gonna say. I was in the kitchen making food, as all women should do, and only women. Oh
no, you just happened to be.
I just happened to be in there.
I did tell you about it. You came in, looked at it, and like, no, I'm good.
That's right. I was like,
and you left.
Whatever. I'm going back to chopping my tomatoes. Thanks.
Yeah, I don't think I'll see it in theaters just because I just don't like The Flash. Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
So I just don't want to support him. But, if it's streaming. Huh?
It's got Michael Keaton.
It does, and he looked like it's going to be fun. It's got Ben Affleck, bringing back Zod, even Michael Sheen.
They're going to have Adam West in there, too.
Well, he's dead.
Resurrect him.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
they might deepfake it.
I'm like, they had General, or not General, Grand Moff Tarkin in Rogue One, so.
That's true. You never know these days. So we'll see. But yeah,
I hope not.
Pretty conflicted about that movie. I really wish it didn't look good, but it does. All right, what's next?
The last one is Guardians 3.
Guardians 3.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
I hate how this trailer starts because it's Star-Lord talking. And it's so cut up clips of stuff. And it's like, let me tell you something. I'm Star-Lord. Like, what is this? It sounds so dumb. I really hate it. The rest of it looks good.
Yeah.
Honestly, the rest of the trailer, I think, looks really fun. Great stuff. High evolutionaries in there.
All I know is if they kill that otter, I'm going to be real pissed off.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I'm going to be mad.
That would be sad.
I don't even know that otter's name.
I can't remember what it is.
I love it already.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's real cute.
I love otters. So.
I love
otters.
Adam Warlock looks better in this. I don't know. A little more excited. So, I'm getting excited for that movie, but I'm scared, like I was with Ant-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Coming into Ant-Man, I was pretty scared. How'd you like the trailer of Guardians?
It's fine.
Okay, cool. I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, is that the end of the trailers?
Yes, that was the last one.
All right. Well, now we're into Ant-Man.
And the Wasp.
And Quantumania.
Yeah. A long title. Well, these titles are getting too long. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Uh-huh.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
That was a long one, yeah. Yep.
Shorten them, please.
Yep. Going into this, I looked at the reviews. They were getting pretty tore up. Yeah. And like on Rotten Tomatoes, it's like 53%, I think.
Is it critics like the critic score? Yeah.
Yeah. The audience reviews at this point, much higher.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Audiences like it more.
Yeah. But I was still very nervous.
And
it's like, oh man. Coming off of Thor.
Yeah.
And Doctor Strange, I was just like, But all I wanted from this movie, all I really wanted was them to set up Kang to get me excited about the future. Mm-hmm. It could be an okay movie and just set it up so that I'm feeling good about the rest of it. That's all I'm asking. Yeah. So did they do it? We'll see.
Do we want to say if we think they did it
I guess we should. So if you don't want to listen to the spoilers.
Yeah.
Yes. I would say I really liked this movie. Much more than I expected.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. It's not like a Winter Soldier where it's like a great movie. No. But it was fun. They did set up Kang pretty well, I thought. And I'm excited for the future.
Yep. I will agree with all of that.
Okay. This is the analysis you can expect.
Exactly. There were some things in it that I...
Yes. There is one part that's hard to watch. Yeah. Every time it comes up. Yeah. And it keeps coming up.
And we'll talk about that.
But the payoff was... I enjoyed the payoff. Yes.
Yes. So. And I don't think we'll have to worry about that anymore. Yes.
And the setup where it was, I thought it was pretty okay how they set it up. But
I like how it ended also.
Yes. The whole movie?
Yes, the way the whole movie ended.
Me too. Yes. That's what it's got me excited for everything coming up, and that's awesome. Yeah. All right. So now
you know all that.
Yeah, spoilers from here on out. Go watch the movie and then come back.
Yeah, if you don't want to be spoiled.
Yeah, go ahead and delete the episode, re-download it, because that's all we ask. And now, what happened in this movie?
On to the spoilers.
Spoilers.
So, we start off, Janet Van Dyne, is that her last name?
Yes.
Is in the quantum realm. I have to say, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Looking great.
Looking amazing.
Yep. She was a main focus of this movie.
It's like every time she was on screen, I was like, why is she so pretty? What is this? I've never really liked Michelle Pfeiffer that much. And then I was just like, what is happening? She looked good. Yeah, her and Michael Douglas is looking good too. They're both looking good. I don't know what it is. Maybe Evangeline Lilly as a person rubs me the wrong way. Every time I saw her on screen, I was like, I don't like her very much. I don't know why. Yeah. Her character didn't really do anything wrong. Yeah, she wasn't really in for it to be called Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah, there's very little Wasp in it. Yeah, yeah. And I'm okay with that because I like it better as just an Ant-Man movie. But whatever. Yeah, I've never been a huge fan of the pixie cut either, so maybe that was a problem. But I kind of liked her hair. I wasn't a fan. But hey, whatever makes you feel pretty, it's not up to me how you wear your hair. So, but yeah, she really just was not. She did like little things, but it was mainly focused on Janet and Scott and Cassie a lot. Yeah. Yeah. I was fine with that. Because Hank was kind of like in the background for most of it. Yeah. Too. Hank was just kind of like, he's just a content old man. Just like, I like ants, I like science, and I'm just going to hang out and just roll with whatever happens here. Exactly. We're having a good time. It's like, just as long as I can get a drink every once in a while, I'm good. So we start off with Janet in the quantum realm. Sorry, because this is like a flashback from before she was rescued.
Right.
She's in there. She's been living there for years and years and years. And then she sees something
shooting across the sky. Yeah.
And she goes to investigate. There are these like bug things that replicate.
Yeah, like some Stranger Things monsters, whatever those are called.
Yeah, so she starts fighting those, and then somebody else shoots.
Yeah, one of them has her pinned down, and somebody shoots it.
Yep, and we know it's Kang.
Yeah,
Let's just put it
Jonathan Majors.
It's Kang.
Yes.
He's there. He's crash landed, and that's really all we see.
Yep.
So that's our first look at him in the official MCU movie verse kind of thing, because he's already been in Loki, of course.
Right.
Yeah. So there we go.
Then we cut back to Scott's life, right?
Yes.
Everything's going well.
He's walking down the street. People are like, "Hey, Ant-Man."
Yep. He's taking pictures with dogs. He's got a new book out.
Yep.
He gets free coffee because they think he's Spider-Man.
Yep. Coffee and pastries, too, I think.
Yep. He's employee of the century or whatever at Baskin-Robbins.
Yeah, he's a big time hero. He's written his book and everything, so he has his little book signing.
Yeah, he's doing a reading.
He's hanging out with friends because Jimmy Woo shows up.
Yeah,
they're having dinner at.
Yeah, it's good to see him
at a little cafe or whatever. So I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's Jimmy Woo!" I got so excited because I love Jimmy Woo.
I was sad he wasn't around more, but I guess there's not really a place for him in this movie too much. But same with like his friends,
Luis.
Yeah.
And the other two whose names I never can remember.
I can't remember. Yeah.
I think it's only two other ones.
T.I. and Polka Dot Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Polka Dot Man does show up.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. We'll get into that. So, but while he's there with Jimmy Woo, he waves to these two people and they cheers him or whatever.
Yeah.
And the guy is Ryan Bergara from he used to be at BuzzFeed, but he's not there anymore.
Right.
But I watch the YouTube channel with him all the time. Yeah. So I was like, oh my God, Ryan Bergara, what are you doing? And the girl that was with him is his wife. They just got married not too long ago.
Nice.
So,
and there was some guy from a band that made a cameo in there too. And so just a few people. I didn't know, but apparently they were somebody.
There you go. So he's just having a good old time, being famous.
Yep.
And he gets a phone call.
Yep.
From during his book reading.
Yeah.
From the jail.
Yeah.
He's like, oh no.
Why is jail calling?
So Cassie, his daughter, is in jail. She was arrested at a peaceful protest.
Yep, because they were trying to move out some homeless people that were affected by the blip.
Yep.
Came back, didn't have a place to go.
Yep.
So, yeah.
She's like, how can they do this?
Yeah.
So she got arrested there, and apparently she used some PEM particles to shrink a cop car. Which was fun.
Always a good time.
So they go have dinner with Hank and Janet. And Hope also. Well, Hope's with
Hope
him.
Hope meets him at the police station.
We find out that Cassie has a suit. She says something about...
Yeah.
Somebody says something about her having a suit.
Yeah.
Because he's like, what? And then...
They've been doing a lot of experiments and stuff in secret.
Hank has this ant farm that has these ants who have, created their own tech.
Yeah. They're developing their own, world.
He's like, they're so smart.
Yeah.
Cassie's been studying the quantum realm. She's created this signal kind of thing. It's like a subatomic Hubble telescope.
Yeah.
That's what they call it.
So she's trying to map out the quantum realm, basically.
And so that's sending a signal into the quantum realm. And when
Jen's
she says that,
what?
Janet's like, turn it off now.
You did what?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so,
you can't be doing that.
Yeah, so she turns it off. And she's like,
she busts it.
Didn't know I was doing anything wrong, and then suddenly it starts sending a signal back.
Yeah, we get a little blue orb come out of it.
Yeah, and so then things start getting sucked into it.
Yeah.
This goes straight into the quantum realm. I mean, I was so surprised.
There was no time in the outside world.
Right. It was
right in there.
I was so surprised at how quickly I got going.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's only 2 hours, so they got to get things going as quickly as they can, which I was fine with.
Yeah, I did not mind at all.
Get them in there, get it started. I want to know what's going on.
Want to see Kang.
Exactly. So they all get sucked into it, even the ants.
Yep.
In their little ant farm. So they all get taken in there. Hope goes after her parents.
Yeah, they all kind of go to different places.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple of them go elsewhere. I was surprised none of the ants ended up with them.
Yeah.
So I was wondering like where the ants were the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. Because it was like, wait, those ants went in there.
Ants?
Where'd they go?
Yeah.
Where'd the ants go? So she ends up Hope and Hank and Janet all end up together, and then Scott and Cassie are together, and they're separated from the two groups are separated from each other.
Janet knows what's going down.
Yes,
like she has to hide them from a scanning ship that's looking for somebody.
Yep,
and then she hails down a convoy, and it's old friends apparently, and they're able to get a ride that way. So
yeah,
she knows her way around the quantum realm pretty well, which you would expect.
Yeah, because she lived there for like 30 years or whatever. Then Scott and Cassie are just kind of like, what is going on? They're looking around. There's this big sun thing that is like going across the sky. And it's like, is that sun moving? That's weird. And then it attacks them with like tentacles.
No sun. Yeah, it has to go big and just slam it against the ground a lot.
Yeah.
And hurl it.
And then this other thing attacks them, and it gets attacked, and we find out that there are quantum people in the quantum realm. So. And
I was like, who are these people? Are these some people I should know? No, they're just new people. So
none of them are from the comic books or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
At least not that I'm aware of.
Yeah. All right.
What'd you think of the CGI in a lot of this? Do you think the like animals and everything look decent? The worlds, or because that's a big complaint a lot of people have, is that
really?
It just doesn't look great. Yeah, and I can see like some of the interactions didn't look very good, but overall I didn't think it was as bad as people are saying. Like I feel there's been much worse.
I don't know. I didn't really notice anything that bad. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. Well, there's one thing that's pretty bad.
Oh well, yeah. But that's different.
That's its own world.
Oh gosh. Oh no.
We're close. We're getting there.
Yeah. I'm like, oh no. Once we get to that part. Oh wow. Okay. So I didn't see anything that really bothered me that much.
Yeah.
I didn't really like the buildings that the alien people were going into that were alive. Yeah. Those looked kind of weird.
Yeah, they didn't look great.
But that was really the only thing that bothered me.
Yeah.
Other than, the big thing.
He will not be named.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But those guys take Ant-Man and Cassie back to
wherever they live.
A little camp. Yeah. And I don't remember any of the names of any of the revolutionary people.
I swear they only said the name of one person.
Yeah, like the main girl, probably.
I think they said more.
Oh, yeah.
But the main girl is Gentora.
Okay.
Which I thought they were saying Gentara, but apparently it's Gentora.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I just thought of her as the fighting girl with the abs, because girl had some abs.
Yeah.
I was like, every time she was on screen, I was like, I wish I looked like that. But that's too much work.
That's a lot of work, yeah.
So, yeah. Then there is someone named Quaz, I think, and that's the telepath guy.
Okay, yeah. I think I should have looked this up beforehand. Is that the guy from The Good Place?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
There's
I like that guy.
Some weird guy that has he doesn't have a human head. He has like the power of the sun as his head or
he's
something.
He's just got like a cylinder with a bunch of energy in it.
Yeah, it's weird.
That he can shoot.
I think they said his name is like Sol something. Like Sol. Okay. I guess he's Solon, I think was the only thing that I saw on IMDb that looked like it could possibly be this character.
Maybe.
Because it's not an actual person, so I can't just be like, okay, who's the actor? No, it doesn't work that way. And then there's Veb, who is the goo guy.
Yes. That's Polka Dot Man.
Yes.
Yeah, that's his voice.
Yes. Because they can't have an Ant-Man without him.
Yes. When I first heard it, I thought it was, and I knew it couldn't be. But it almost kind of sounded like this podcaster named Matt Gorley, who's like in Super Ego and a bunch of different things. So I was like, is that Matt Gorley? Oh my God. How would I not have known? It's Matt Gorley. But no, it's not, sadly. But I still like the other guy too. So I'm not mad about it. I'm just disappointed.
So they use Veb's ooze.
Yeah.
To it's kind of like a babblefish.
Yeah, it's like a universal translator.
Yeah. So they have to drink the ooze to be able to understand everybody.
Yeah.
So, of course, like the first thing Cassie says when she sees Scott is, drink the ooze. And then he finally does. And then he can hear everybody going, drink the ooze, drink the ooze. Oh, gosh. And then Veb's like, do you need more? I can just, oh, gross. Get out. Get away. But he wants to have, he's like obsessed with holes.
Yeah, because he doesn't have any holes.
Yeah.
Because
he's just a goo guy.
He's a goo guy. Oh, Wilson. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
But he did say, like, wow, you have 7 holes. What do you do with them? And did you, like me, count your holes?
Yes. I was like 7.
Okay, 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6. 7.
You know what?
Yeah, 7.
I got 7.
That is accurate.
Just got to make sure this is accurate filmmaking.
Mm-hmm. Although technically, I have my ears pierced, so.
True. You got a couple extra. We're going default holes here. I felt like, because they talk about how Kang, like, destroyed their world and conquered it and all that. And there's, like, clips of it. But I feel like they were very generic clips, and it kind of didn't go far enough to make me, like, really connect with these people. Yeah. These revolutionary people, like, show me, like, what happened to their world, what to them specifically, especially, and just really make me feel it, because...
Yeah, I definitely agree. There are all these characters. First of all, we don't even get their names most of the time, so we can't really connect with them, and they don't spend a lot of time on them.
Yeah. It's like
just kind of like, oh, this is a big group. Yeah. And it's like, okay, well, as a group, I feel sorry for them, but I don't feel individually sorry for anybody, really. Yeah. Which comes in, which is bad later when they start fighting. Yeah. With Kang's people. Yeah. Because it's like, okay.
So, yeah, that's one of my complaints of the movie. I don't feel like it brought it down, but it could have elevated it. And there's, like, establishing histories could have just gone farther on a few things. So, yeah.
So, yeah, we find out that he conquered the world, basically, their world. He built his citadel.
He built this city.
On top of the bones of their people, is what they say. Yeah. So, Cassie, of course, is like, I want to help. Yeah. I want to help them. Yeah. And they're like, but we need to find Hope and Hank and Janet. And they're like, Janet. You know Janet.
We hate Janet.
Yeah. So, while all of this is happening, Janet and the other two, are they go to a different city, I guess. There's a bar there that they go into. They drink the ooze at the bar. Yes. So that they can communicate and everything.
Yeah, Janet orders it up, and they drink it.
And that is where they meet Krylar, or Lord Krylar, I think is what he's called.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
Yep.
He comes in, and he's Bill Murray.
He definitely is. He was fine. Yeah. He was a revolutionary with Janet. They had a thing. Had a very close relationship.
They had a little fling going.
Yeah. And she's like, I was here for 30 years.
Yeah.
I had needs.
I had needs. And Hope's like, no, I don't want to hear this. And then Hank's like, it's okay. I had Linda. I had needs too. And she's like, I don't want to hear this. So, yeah.
So, yeah. She lived another life there in the quantum realm.
Exactly.
And I don't know. Bill Murray, really?
Yeah, exactly.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently he was more interesting back in the day. Yeah. He was actually a revolutionary, but not anymore.
But then things took a turn for the worse when Janet left, I guess. Or even before.
Yeah. And Kang's very convincing.
So he's turned bad. He's going to capture them. Because, he's like, you left us with Kang. Lots of people died because of you. Yep. And now he's looking for you. And I'm going to take you to him.
All the guards start showing up. He sold him out. Yep. He really... What's his name? Star Wars. Billy D. Williams.
Lando Calrissian.
He Lando'd him. Yes.
So he's going to take... Because, Kang wants Janet, so he's going to take him to him. And he has sent someone to get Scott and Cassie also. And...
He's not quite a man, not quite a machine.
And we're like, oh no.
Oh no.
Here we go. So anyway, the bad guys show up. They start fighting back. they steal his ship.
Yep.
And there was like this drink thing that had like a little octopus guy in it that he drank earlier.
Sentient and like begging them not to
Don't
eat him,
you know? But he does.
He does.
He doesn't care. But
so Hank throws a embiggener onto it and
was it Hank or was
it
it Hope? I can
No, it was Hank because he was looking at the thing. Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, he throws it. Yeah,
and makes it big and it grabs Skylar.
Yeah, exactly. So he's gone, I guess.
Revenge.
Mm-hmm. So they get out of there. Hank flies him out. He has to stick his hands in this like gooey looking thing.
Yeah, because the ship's alive.
Yeah, she's like you're stuffing a turkey. Stick him in there.
So gross. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not into that.
Yeah, but they get out of there. Mm-hmm. And then, meanwhile, back with the refugees, where Scott and Cassie are, they start getting attacked.
Yeah.
And they're like, Gentaro's like, you let them right to us.
Yeah, but not really. No. They brought them there.
Yeah.
They captured them and brought them there. It's kind of their fault.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like you could have left them there with that thing that was chasing them. But
exactly.
You didn't.
Yeah. So that's kind of unfair.
Yeah, so there's a big fight with those guys. And a lot of them manage to escape. A lot of them die, though. Mm-hmm. And
they're fighting back pretty well, but then
somebody shows up.
Here comes MODOK.
It's MODOK. He's here.
The mechanized organism designed only for killing. MODOK is one of the weirdest characters in Marvel.
Yeah.
He's so weird. If you're not going to see this movie, to describe him, he has a huge head, tiny little body, rides in this like floating chair. He's got a lot of weapons on the chair and stuff. And
like golden armor.
Yeah, in this he has like golden armor and stuff, and he usually has like a jewel on his head that he can like shoot beams out of and stuff, and it's just, he's really weird. I don't even really like him in the comics, because he's like, he's very like, he leads AIM a lot of the time, and he's like kind of this power-hungry guy, and thinks of himself as this really strong villain, but really he's kind of dumb and kind of gullible. He's just like, he's hard to take too seriously, which
he is definitely hard to take seriously.
In this he's movie. Very hard to take seriously.
He looks real dumb. That's my note.
Well, he comes in with that gold armor, and he's got like a mask, a face mask.
It's not that bad when he's got the mask on.
Right, and it has the design of his comic book character on it. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's not going to be so bad.
Too bad.
But then the mask
goes away, and it's just this big CGI
It is
face.
Just a big face.
And
oh my god, it was so bad.
I was like, I hate this. Put that mask back on, please.
And he just keeps bringing it out all the time.
Oh my gosh. Every time I saw his face, I was like, I can't take this seriously.
And is it Darren or Daryl?
It is Darren.
Darren from the first Ant-Man movie.
Darren Cross, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Otherwise known as Yellow Jacket.
Yes, or the Bee.
Yeah, the Bee, as Cassie kept saying. The Bee attacked me.
Remember when we were attacked by the Bee?
That Bee? So, yeah.
So, when Scott, like...
defeated him,
he kind of broke his suit and sent him into the quantum realm, basically. But when it just compressed his body in weird ways.
Yeah, when it did, it made part of him smaller, but not his head for some reason.
Yeah.
So his head's bigger than his body. And at one point they show like the backstory.
His little butt.
And he's like being pulled out of like this water or whatever, and his little butt's there. And I was just like, I did not need to see that. I could have lived my whole life without seeing that. I hate it so much. And he has these little baby legs.
Yeah.
And
I respect how their explanation for how MODOK would be made, because any other explanation is stupid. Why would you design this guy with a big head and little body?
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense. I don't even remember what their explanation was.
Yeah, it has to be some kind of accident,
comics.
Some kind of freak accident that's happened.
Yeah, I think it was like a guy who worked there, and then he got like taken in and experimented on and stuff, and that's how he came out. I don't know, but I at least kind of respect that. But the face thing, it looks so stupid. Mm-hmm. I wish they had I think it would have worked better if they had really mangled up his face, kind of. Kind of stretched it out in weird ways and kind of deformed him some.
I feel like even if it was just if it was glass and it was just projected face,
Yeah, like a Zola.
Kind of like a Zordon thing.
Yeah.
It would have worked better. But I guess they have to have it like his human face.
I guess.
I just, every time I saw it, I was like, I want to look away.
Yeah.
But I can't.
I like had my jacket on me and I just pulled it up over my face a lot.
As soon as that face showed, popped out. Like, as soon as that mask went away, I heard you go, oh no.
It was so bad. Oh.
But every time he would show up, you'd just be like, oh.
But did it ruin the movie? No.
No.
It's just something dumb that kind of pays off later. And I love that he, every time he goes for, this really dramatic speech or something about evil or whatever, they're all just they don't care. And they're
Shut up.
So Darren, what have you been doing? Yeah. It's just nobody takes him seriously, which is, about right with his his comic book version.
Ugh.
So he's got a lot of chainsaws and guns and stuff on him.
And he captures Scott and Cassie.
Yes.
And then some of the other people get captured too, but you don't see them till later.
The main ones.
Mm-hmm. So we get to hear Janet's story finally, because they're like, something happened while you were here. You have to tell us what happened. Mm-hmm. So she starts telling the story of meeting Kang.
Yes.
So he called himself a traveler. A scientist.
Traveling scientist. He got lost in there and ended up in the quantum realm.
Mm-hmm. And his ship could travel the multiverse. It could travel time and all that stuff too through time.
So she sees it as this is my ticket out of here.
Exactly. And he says, he says, I'll take you with me and I'll take you home and we'll get you out of here and then I can leave and do whatever.
Yeah.
And they become friends.
They do. They work together. They're friends. Yeah. She tells them all about their life.
I was like, he was her friend. Yeah, they just bond. They have, a nice little friendship. And it's like, oh, that's really sweet. She made a friend and everything.
You think they hooked up? I bet
they should have. If they didn't,
I'm sure they did.
Come on, what was wrong with you? Because, hello. Why not?
So, and what they're trying to fix is their core of it. It's this ball that has this energy in it, but they can't get it to start up. So they're doing a bunch of different experiments on it to try and get power back into it. Eventually, something works. We don't know what it is that works, but something works.
Yep, they get it working, and she puts it into the ship. But when she does, she touches it, and it is
because it's linked to him neurally.
Yeah, and so when she touches it, she sees his mind. Mm-hmm. So she sees what he's really about.
Yeah, it's whole history.
Mm-hmm. So who is Kang? Because she's like, who is Kang? He's like, who I need to be, is what he says. And he was exiled outside space and time, sent to the quantum realm so that he couldn't conquer anybody else, I guess, because he's the conqueror.
Yeah. And he would say they
did this, they sent me.
Exiled me and stuff. I was like...
But he never said who. Yeah. It was just they.
I was like, Fantastic Four? Maybe.
Who was it?
Yeah. No, that's not who it is, but... Yeah, so he's out.
Or the Illuminati?
yeah, could be. So he's like, I'm out. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get revenge.
Well, and he still says,
I'll still take you home.
I promised that I would take you home.
I'm going to conquer all these worlds, but I won't touch Earth. Yeah. I won't mess with your world.
I won't touch your world. You can live there with your daughter.
Exactly.
And he would even take her back in time so that it would be like she just walked out the door and came back.
Yep.
And she would get to live her whole life,
like she wanted
to, get to see Hope grow up and everything. All that stuff that she missed, she would get to have it back.
Yep. But Janet's like...
She's like, no, it's not worth it.
You're a bad guy.
You're bad.
I can't. You're bad.
Like real bad.
You're so bad.
You're such a bad
You're
guy.
A bad boy, aren't you?
Goodness. I'm gonna have to stop you now.
So she goes wasp form, grabs the ball, tries to run. He stops her.
Yep.
Because he has enough time in the ship to get his Kang suit on. Yeah. Because he's kind of stuck there without any of his tech, any of his powers. And Kang is very tech oriented. He needs that. So he's able to get his suit and some powers going. But so he's able to stop her before she takes off too far.
Yes. But she puts some of the whatever they're
called. Particles, the discs and stuff.
she puts him on it and drops it and runs off, and it explodes, basically.
Yeah. It grows really big.
Real big, yeah.
And he is caught in the middle of it.
Yep, he's trapped.
Yep.
So, yep. And she's like, we can't let him get out. We can't let him leave the quantum realm. Because if we do, he's going to just keep doing what he was doing before. They put him here for a reason. They put him here for a reason. So we can't let him get out.
Yep.
So he goes to talk to Scott because, you know, they've been captured, Scott and Cassie.
Yeah.
And Scott's like, I've called the other Avengers already. And he's like, okay, well, I've killed a bunch of the Avengers in other worlds and everything. Don't know if I've ever killed you. Which one are you again? Are you
He does act like he doesn't know Ant-Man.
Yeah.
But then later on, he calls him Ant-Man without it being told that's his name. And then he also talks later about how he controls ants, which he doesn't know about, too.
Yeah, so he knows
has
Ant-Man.
history with Ant-Man.
Yeah.
But he just doesn't want to.
Yeah.
He's playing mind games with him.
So he's like, which... Are you like the god of thunder or whatever?
Yeah, the one with the hammer.
The one with the hammer. And he's like, no, that's Thor. But we get confused a lot. I mean, people confuse us a lot for each other because we have similar body types. And I'm like, no.
Buddy, no.
But still, it is Paul Rudd. So.
Yeah. I feel like this is another opportunity they kind of missed of... Jonathan Major's doing a great job.
Like, he's good.
Loving it, what he's doing. But I feel like they could have, like, maybe shown some of that history, like a flashback kind of deal.
Yeah.
Maybe you see him fight an Avenger. But then I get that they don't want to give that away too early. Like, they want, whenever he meets up with the Avengers, it's like a big deal. So they probably didn't want to give a scene where he's killing an Avenger. But I don't know. I feel like it might have had some more impact.
Yeah.
But... I don't know. But he says, like, something bad's coming and I gotta stop it. I'm the only guy that can stop it.
Yeah, and he's like, but to do that, I've got to get out of here. I need my core back. I need you to still it back for me.
Yeah.
So he's like, no. I don't think
Not gonna do that.
Not gonna do it.
Yeah.
And so he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna kill your kid.
Yep.
So if you don't do this.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, I guess I'll do it.
Please stop killing my kid.
Don't touch her.
Appreciate you.
I mean, he's like, don't touch her again.
Yeah.
He gets real mad.
Yeah, they make a deal. Like, if he steals it, he'll let her go and stuff, so. Yeah.
So, they make their deal. And then they send him into the middle of the core, basically.
And, once he gets there, it's a probability storm.
It is a probability storm, yes.
So all of the decisions he could have made become reality, kind of.
Yes. So he splits off into different versions of himself.
Yes.
And the first one happens and he goes, what the hell?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. And they kind of talk a little bit. And they're like, no, I'm the real one. No. Yeah. And then those two split again. Yeah. And then they're both like, they're all like, what the hell? And then they just like keep splitting. And every time it starts off with, what the hell? Which was really funny.
Oh, the one joke though, like right when he arrives in there, he's like, Darren.
Oh, yeah, Darren.
Trying to call him on the radio.
Yeah, he's like
MODOK. He's like, yeah, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, so gosh, funny. I hate him.
I loved just how stupid it was. It was so great.
He's like, I don't answer to Darren anymore. I'm MODOK now.
But yeah, all these Ant-Mans. Yeah. It's starting to feel very RRR, where there's the crowds of people and he's in the middle of it, getting real claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Especially in one part where they're building a tower. I was like, oh man, I'm just, ugh.
But there's one Scott that is not in an Ant-Man suit. He is a Baskin-Robbins employee, Scott.
I love that he's there.
And he just shows up and he's like, I don't know what I'm doing here with the rest of you. And then at one point you can hear somebody in the background go, do you have ice cream?
Yeah.
Which
so
got me.
Oh man, I loved it.
So, meanwhile, while all of this is happening, he's got, all of these Scots there. And then the other group are coming in their little stolen ship. And Hope hears Scott, or hears maybe more than one, I don't know.
Yeah.
And so she's like, okay, he's in there, I'm going to go after. So she goes after, and she starts splitting off into different people too, into different versions of herself.
But Janet's like, you got to ignore them.
Yeah.
You just can't get into it, and then you just got to keep going.
Exactly. So she does. And she gets in there, and she's like being followed basically by a bunch of versions of herself. And then he has to try to get into the core. The core.
Yeah. He's got to put in a PIM particle to shrink it back down to where they can grab it again.
Yep. So, unfortunately, he's like buried by all the other Scots.
Yeah.
That was very claustrophobic.
Oh, I hated it. I hated it so much.
But then he
hears Cassie. Yeah.
Cassie's like, you can do it, Dad. Come back for me or
Just
whatever.
come back one more time for me.
And so he can hear Cassie, and then that means the other ones, he does something so the other versions of himself.
Yeah, so he's able to everybody's able to focus and has one goal.
Yes.
So they're able to work together.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they're not all split up trying to do their own thing.
They all have the same goal to get back to Cassie. So they start building this tower.
Yeah.
Like ants.
Yeah, because before some of them were growing big and like just turning into like
ribbons and stuff. Yeah.
In Infinity War. And someone tried to get in the middle and just burned. That was like, jeez.
Yeah, it's not good.
They're able to build that tower and he's able to climb up.
Yeah, so he gets up there and then he tosses the Pym particle thing in there and it does nothing.
It just, burns it up.
And they all start falling. And as he's falling, Hope shows up and grabs him.
Yeah.
And they go in together and they do whatever they have to do to fix it.
Throw tons of particles at it. Yeah, overwhelm it.
So there we go. The core shrinks back down to its normal size.
Yep.
And it's there beside him. And she's like, you can't give that to him. Because she knows.
Like Janet came in there and said that. Yeah.
And
but he's got
Cassie. Yeah. So he shows up. Kang shows up. And he's like, what's going to be, Scott? You're going to give it to me?
Yep.
Or are you going to let your kid die? And then
he's like, we had a deal.
Yeah, we had a deal, Kang. Meanwhile, Hank is still in the ship, the stolen ship. And MODOK shows up.
Yep. Of course.
Because, of course, Darren worked for Hank. And he doesn't like him. Nope. And he starts taking apart the ship, basically. Yep. He comes after him with his little saw hand things. Yep. And the ship goes down.
It. Yeah.
But, he crashes. Hope and Scott try to fight Kang. They just get flicked aside when they turn small.
That does not go well.
No. And Kang basically captures Janet and takes her back to his citadel.
Yep. And takes the core with him. So he's got it all.
We're
in a bad spot.
Yep. We find out that he talks about how he broke time. And he saw like how time ends, basically, how it all ends. Universes colliding, multiverses dying.
Yep. We got a lot of incursion talk, which is cool.
Yep.
Seems to be where we're headed.
So he's like, we've got to burn the broken world and make a new one. That's what his goal is.
Yeah, he got cut off from, because I think this is where he talks about how the other Kangs or other versions of himself.
He does talk about other versions of himself.
Yeah, they're the ones that exiled him because he was cutting off timelines and worlds and getting rid of all this stuff so that he's trying to balance the world so he can rule it pretty much, I guess.
Perfectly balanced.
Yes, the way all things should be.
It's like, okay. So they talk about that. He gives his little motivational speech kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah, he does it to everybody. He does a little hologram. We're going to do this, guys.
So Cassie ends up escaping, though, because she still has her suit. So she's able to... And she still has some Pym particles and stuff.
Yeah, because I think he handed it to her whenever she went up and hugged him. Because she tries to get away before he jumps into the...
into the core.
The core. And they hold hands at the end. And I think he handed her some Pym particles at that point.
Okay.
So
she uses all that to escape. She gets out of custody, I guess.
Yeah, she goes small, punches a guy, and then she throws a particle at the guy. He grows real big into the room.
Yeah.
So then, she's got them defeated. So she goes real small again. Some more guards are coming.
Yeah.
And they just, don't notice this huge dude that's, through the ceiling. I don't know what's going on
I don't know.
But, eventually she's able to make her way.
Yeah.
Make her way downtown.
Yeah, so she gets into some of the other prisons, or to the other prison cells, and finds Dentora there, so she rescues her.
Yeah. And they're like, how do you open this door? I don't get it. And she punches a guy into it and reads his face.
And gets him out. And so Kang, of course, is given his little speech, and it's interrupted by Cassie, because they take over the feed or whatever. Yeah, and so she starts talking.
They're in the control room.
So she's like, all of the rebels, rise up.
Come to the tower. He can die. We can kill him.
Yep.
Yeah, he's not invincible.
So she's doing all that stuff. Hank was in the crashed plane. We didn't say this, but he was fine because something came and rescued him. He goes to save Scott and Hope with the help of...
Ants.
They're here.
Yeah. They fell through a time dilation or something. So they've been there for like thousands of years. Built a grade 2 colony and stuff. So they've been doing work.
They've been working on their tech the whole time. They're like very well equipped. They're ready to go.
Yep.
And they all head toward the Citadel together. Mm-hmm. Kang sends MODOK to kill Cassie because she took over the message thing. Mm-hmm. So he's like, get her, kill her. Yeah,
they're able to free the other revolutionaries from their cells. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's a big revolution. They're fighting all the guards and everything.
They're fighting back. And then here comes Scott. Mm-hmm. Scott is big size now. Mm-hmm. And he's like, Kang, we had a deal.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, wow, he's big.
Yeah, he got real big.
He got real big. So he comes in. So he's fighting them too.
Yeah.
Cassie's trying to like get away from MODOK because of course MODOK shows up and starts trying to kill her.
What's the polka dot man's character?
Vez.
So he gets shot up like right whenever they're headed out for the revolution. He gets shot up. Yeah. Real bad. We're like, no, man.
Sure.
I knew he was gonna get shot because I was like, he's gonna get holes.
Oh, okay.
So he gets holes in him, and
I didn't think about it.
And then he's like, he freaks out. He's like, holes, and he just sucks all the cards into him.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, he's apparently a big like black hole or something. I don't know, but yeah, he lives through it. Thank goodness. I would have been very sad.
Would you?
Yes.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I don't know how much because Sunface he gets killed by Kang eventually.
Yeah,
and I didn't feel too bad about that.
I was like, oh, okay.
Like, oh man, poor guy.
I was like, I didn't even remember his name.
I don't know who you are, but yeah.
I mean, it's like you had a cool power, I guess, but sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well.
I mean, the other people were, Jintaro was pretty messed up about it, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's her buddy.
Yeah, I did like her because I mean, she had a little more of a role than some of the other characters.
Yeah, she had a little backstory, I guess. I don't know.
So of course MODOK is still after Cassie.
Yeah,
and she tells him that they have this big fight. Mm-hmm. She kind of not really defeats him, but stops him.
Well, she goes big.
Yeah, she goes big. And
she's like, I don't know if this is gonna work. I gotta go big. And she does, and punches him right in the face. Yeah. His big old face.
And he's like, what did I do?
She's like, dude, forgive my language, but this was what it said in the... Yeah. You're a dick. Stop being a dick.
Don't be
and he's like,
dick.
I am a dick. Yeah. She's like, you don't have to. You can choose not to be.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh no, not a MODOK redemption. If he continues after this as a good guy, I'm gonna lose my mind. Which there's an animated MODOK series on Hulu, which is really good.
Okay.
Patton Oswalt played MODOK.
Okay.
Like, is animated, of course. He's just a voice. But it was fun. It was good. It was just him being like a parent and living a normal life and trying to be like a big bad guy and stuff and office politics and all that stuff.
Okay.
And it's actually really enjoyable.
This is him trying to be a bad guy, being a parent. It just sounds like Despicable Me.
Sure, I guess. But no, he was definitely more of a bad guy than Gru was. But it was enjoyable. But I did not need this for this movie. I didn't need him to continue on after this. So I was a little worried.
So, of course, Kang is out there fighting the people.
Yeah, he jumps down. Because he was trying to take off, and then Scott gets there, tries to stop the rings from moving. It's like the rings move and generate the power to do whatever. But so he's trying to stop it. Doesn't really work. So him and Wasp do a fastball special, basically.
Okay.
Where he goes real small, she throws him, and he turns real big and hits the side and busts it up.
Okay. So, they stop it.
So now he's mad, and he's going down. He's killing people.
He's like, it's never over.
Yeah.
So, he's killing people. What is this power that he has?
he has a lot of powers.
Because he's just like disintegrating people.
Yeah, and that's his tech mainly that does that. I would say this seems
very overpowered.
It's inconsistent. He's an overpowered character in general. Yeah, he's just shooting out disintegration beams that only work on people that aren't in the Ant-Man family, apparently.
Because I was like, I don't see how anybody can survive this. Even, like, he just shoots Ant-Man once, he's gone.
Yeah.
But he somehow manages to not shoot Ant-Man.
Like, he really doesn't need an army. Like, he's super powerful. Yeah, and he also has, like, telekinesis. Like, because when he's holding them in the jail cells. He
stops them and stuff,
So, I don't know. His powers are a little inconsistent in this.
Okay.
But, yeah. And this isn't fully powered Kang either. Yeah. Because he just barely has some of his tech, so.
So I was going to say, I forgot to mention that when Scott is real big and he first comes up, he grabs, like, part of a building and uses it as a shield. And I was like, oh, look, lasers. He learned something from Cap.
Yeah, I thought about that too. Yeah.
I was hoping that he would say something about, like, be like, wow, Cap really knows what he's doing.
I learned this from a good friend of mine.
Yeah, something, but no, they didn't. I was surprised.
Yeah, me too.
But anyway, so he's out there. Kang's out there. They're fighting him, and here come the ants. They show up.
Finally.
Hank's like, it took a while to get here. Sorry. They're kind of slow sometimes.
Yeah.
So, they all get there. They swarm the place.
There's a ton of them.
There's so many of them.
Yeah.
All different sizes, too. And then some of them are flying ants, too. And it's just all kinds. But they show up. Kang kind of puts, like, a force field around himself so they can't get to him.
Yeah.
And so they're, like, just all on top of the force field where they can't get to him. And then what happens?
He kind of knocks the ants back, so he's, like, ready to go. And then from the side, MODOK the Redeemed comes flying in. He's like, my name's Darren.
And he somehow gets his face through the force field.
Yep. And he, like, rips open the force field with his little tools. But it explodes and throws him away, I guess. So he's dying.
Yeah.
And I guess Kang takes off.
I guess so. Point. He gets attacked by the ants, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
But I don't know how he gets out of that.
Okay, so he gets dragged off by the ants.
Maybe that's what it is.
So we're like, oh, okay, he's gone, I guess. So they're talking to MODOK.
Yeah.
MODOK.
Well, excuse me, Darren.
Sorry, Darren.
He's no longer MODOK.
He's not.
He's Darren now. He's throwing up.
Throwing up.
Gross. Here come, like, Hank.
The whole crew's there.
Yeah, Hank. And they're all there except for Janet. Hope shows up, and she's like, Darren?
Yeah.
And he's like, Hope, you cut your hair.
Looks great.
It looks great.
Yeah. And he's like, Scott, we were always like brothers.
And he, like, holds his little baby hand up to his face.
Caressing him.
And he's like, yeah, brothers. Okay.
Yeah. And he's like, I did it. I'm an Avenger.
He's like, at least I died an Avenger. And he's like, sure, buddy.
Sure. I guess we can get you on the group for now.
You're an Avenger. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. It's so great that he's trying to have this moment there, so we're like, but he's so delusional. He's just such a delusional person that he has no idea that he is just such a bad guy.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it was very funny.
It was funny. I'm glad they played it off like that, to where they didn't like, thanks, Darren, you did great.
Yeah.
So sorry you gotta die like this. You're very meaningful death. Yeah. No, he does not mean
They're just like, I guess we could see what the other people say.
Yeah.
Sure.
He was just a bad guy. That did one good thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So they go back up to...
That's MODOK.
Yeah, that's MODOK. Oh, man. So they go back up to the tower because Janet's up there still, I guess.
Maybe.
She's...
I don't remember.
I don't either. But she takes the core because she had it had gotten taken out somehow. So she takes the core and does some kind of thing with it to get them back to, like, make a portal back to Earth.
Yeah.
So I guess they go up there while she's working on that. Yeah. And she gets the portal open and everything. So they're like, all right, it's time to leave. So she goes through and Hank goes through and Cassie goes through.
Cassie's about to go through.
No, Hope goes through, then Cassie goes through. Or she's about to go through.
Yeah.
She's standing there, and then Scott pushes her through.
Yeah. And then he gets shot by something.
Yeah. And she's like, he was right behind me. Where's Scott? He was right behind me.
You're not feeling pushy.
It's like, you felt him. he pushed you. Did you not? Okay, whatever.
Do you think you're just really clumsy?
Did you think that he just likes pushing you everywhere? It's like, oh, just as a laugh, let me just push you through.
Gotcha.
I mean, it is Scott, so I can kind of see it.
Maybe.
But yeah, it's Kang. He's there.
He's back. He's ripped up pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean,
so he's not in a good way.
He's ripped up pretty bad. Like one of his sleeves is ripped off.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was anything else, but
the rest of it is pretty tattered.
Yeah. So he starts fighting with Scott because he wants to go through the portal.
Yep. Tries to make a run for it, but Ant-Man hits him,
stops him,
knocks him out of the way.
He is really wailing on Scott too.
He's beating the crap out of him.
And he just will not give up. He's like, no, I can't let you do this. I can't let you get out. But then he finally kind of gets him down. He starts running toward the portal, and then something stops him. It's Hope. Hope has come back through.
Well, so he slams Scott against the place where the core is first, and he's like, you can't kill me or something like that, and he's like, I don't have to kill you. You can't win. He's like, I don't have to win, we just both have to lose. Yeah, so he like busts the core, so it's gonna he throws a bunch of pin particles on it is what happens, so it's about to explode. And so Kang is making a run for the portal, and he shot back.
Yeah, because Hope came through and kicked him out of the way, I guess.
Yeah, I think she shot him with her little stings.
Probably.
Yeah.
So he falls back into the core, basically, doesn't he?
Pretty much.
And so it kind of like sucks him into it. Sucks him in,
yeah. So he's in that core.
Yeah.
And they kind of say he's dead, but I don't think he's really dead.
I don't think so.
If you don't actually die on screen, if we don't see a body, you're not dead.
Just like we didn't see Darren die.
Yeah.
Until, well, technically, did we even see MODOK die?
I don't know. He's puking pretty bad. Yeah, we did. We saw the light out of his eyes. He's an Avenger now.
Oh, man.
He's an Avenger heaven.
Anyway, he when he gets sucked into it, it explodes, I guess, or whatever, and it closes the portal.
Goes away, yeah. And then so they're like, Scott's like, oh, you came back for me.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, person that really wasn't in the movie very much.
Yeah, so they hug and everything, and they go out to look out over the domain, I guess. And everybody's out there cheering and everything. And they're like, we did a good job today.
Yeah, and we show Cassie typing on a keyboard, working on her little Hubble.
Yep.
And she finds him, opens the portal back up.
Yep.
Which, I get. They set that up at the beginning. Like, she was like, with this, I could have found you.
Yeah.
And brought you back instead of waiting 5 years for you to come back and stuff. So, we set up that they could get him out. It would have been dumb if they'd have been stuck for a long time, you know? Because we know she can bring him back. But I feel like they should have given it a little more time. Like, maybe go down there and talk to the people, be like, hey, great job, high fives all around. You know, make sure MODOK's dead, stab him in the face a little bit. And then they're like, well, what do we do now and everything? And then Cassie opens the portal like, I told you.
She's like, on your left.
On your left, baby. Got you. So, yeah, it was kind of anticlimactic a little bit.
Yeah.
The portal, but it's fine.
Yeah, because they're like looking out over, and I'm like, oh man, how long are they going to be stuck there?
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, no time at all.
I thought they were going to be stuck till the next
like 5 seconds.
Movies or Kang Dynasty or something. Yeah, no, they're good.
It's like, okay, well, they're out.
They don't even say goodbye.
No,
it's just like, all right, bye.
Yeah, they're just like, I guess we can go home now. So they do.
It's weird.
So then we have him walking the streets again, just like at the beginning of the movie. He's like going to get his coffee,
guy
but
knows
he
his name now.
Has to pay for his coffee now. He's not Spider-Man.
He's the bug guy.
He's the bug guy. He's Bugman.
Yeah.
So everything's good. He
picks up a cake at Baskin Robbins for Cassie.
Yes, but it doesn't say happy birthday, Cassie. It says happy birthday.
Cassie. It's made by his old boss. He got back in the game for this one cake.
He hasn't made a cake in 10 years. But yeah, and it has like a big ant on it that's on there.
So he's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So he takes it and he's walking down the street and he's like, we defeated Kang, we did all this, and he's like, but he said that something else bad is coming. So and if we killed him, it would definitely happen. He's like, did I do something wrong? Did I just kill everybody?
And did I actually kill Kang? Yeah, is he? Huh. Oh, man. Like, but I feel that anxiety. Like, the thing, you're thinking back on it and just making it worse. Yeah. Like, oh, did I do... Oh, I don't know.
I hope I haven't just messed everything up. And then he's like, it's probably fine, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So he takes the cake, and they meet up with Cassie at a restaurant.
And he's still thinking about it, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she's like, it's not my birthday. He's like, yeah, but I missed a bunch of your birthdays. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's still thinking about it. Mm-hmm. That's what I liked about it, because it leaves it on this, like, oh, what is going to happen next?
And this cake is a metaphor, too, because it's like, he's like, okay, this cake's fine, it's not what I wanted exactly, but it's fine. It'll be cool. I'll just take it, and it'll be good. Everything's fine. And he goes in there, everything, this is good. I'm here with them.
Yeah,
and then he eats the cake. Mm-hmm. He's like, ugh.
This is gross.
It's real bad cake.
Yeah.
So, like,
he
thinks everything's fine, but it's gonna go bad. At some point, it's gonna get worse. So, I liked that. And it seemed like, did it seem to you like, at some point I was like, is he in the wrong universe? Because everybody's acting a little weird. Like, it's not quite the same as, like, his happy time at the beginning.
I didn't notice that.
And they're charging him for the coffee now, and the guy hasn't done cakes in 19 years, and he's doing them. It just seemed weird. Like, everything seemed a little weird when he comes back.
I didn't notice it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know if that'll be what it is, but it just seemed strange. But yeah, I thought it was a good way to end it, to where he, like,
there's this question of
something's not right. Something's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So credits roll.
Yes.
At that point.
So we have our mid-credit scene.
Mm-hmm.
This one has all the Kangs, basically.
All the Kangs. And we get the 3 Kangs. We get Rama Tut.
Okay.
Which is Kang went back to
Egypt. Times.
Yeah, and pretty much ruled the world from there, and became the Pharaoh and all that until the Fantastic Four came and stopped him.
Okay.
They went back in time also. And then Immortus, which is him as an old dude.
Okay.
That's like it. Yeah. The end Immortus. The end King is Immortus. And then I think the other one was Iron Lad, which Kang takes, like, some of Tony Stark's tech back in time and gives it to himself as a child or a younger guy. And so he comes into the present saying he's Tony Stark and he's Iron Man. Okay. But he calls himself Iron Lad. He starts the Young Avengers and stuff.
Is this the guy that looks a little bit like Cyborg kind of thing? Of the 3, he looked kind of cyborgy.
Yeah.
Not like Cyborg, like DC Cyborg, but just like there's something.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did kind of look cyborgy. And yeah, he kind of turns good and helps stop Kang. So yeah, it seems like it's those 3. They're leading the thing, and then there's just a ton of Kangs. There's like some Skrull Kang, maybe.
There's like, it's just a whole like stadium full of Kangs. And I noticed that when they were arriving, because it was kind of like the same tech that...
The same little portal thing.
That Reed Richards had in Multiverse of Madness. Yeah. Because I was like, I recognize that. If it's something John Krasinski did, I'm gonna recognize that.
I took notice of him.
But I was like, ooh. Yeah. Because isn't he supposedly related?
He's very distantly related. He's more distantly related to Reed's dad than him. They're kind of like half related, I guess. It's kind of like the half-brother side of whatever. So, yeah, they are.
Interesting.
A lot of people think he's like his grandfather and stuff, but it's not. They think he's his father because he has the same name. Because it's Nathaniel Richards is his name. Okay. And that's also his dad's name, but they're not the same person. Anyway, so that's why I was thinking at the beginning, like, oh man, did the Fantastic Four throw exile him and stuff? And oh man. But no, I guess it was these Kangs. And they're happy he lost, I guess, and stuff. And they're going to do their thing. Yeah. Whatever that's going to be.
Because I'm assuming that whatever he was stopping, that he was like, something worse is coming or whatever. Something bad's coming. It's them.
Yeah, probably.
And he was trying to stop them or something, maybe.
Council of Kangs. Yep. And we're going to get the Kang Dynasty at some point. The Avengers Kang Dynasty. Yeah. So will it be them? Will that other Kang come back? More powerful? Who knows? We'll have to see. And then
we have a post-credits scene. Yep. And it's like set in the olden days.
Yeah, in the 20s.
And it's like a vaudeville looking stage. And it's like Victor Time, I think is what it said.
Victor Timely. Yeah.
Oh, Timely. Okay. I just saw Time. And it's Kang.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's Kang.
And he's up on the stage and he's talking about time or whatever. And in the audience, you see Loki. And I was like, oh my God. I was like so excited. And then right next to him, he's talking to Mobius. And I was like, oh my God. Loki and Mobius are back together. Oh my God. I can't wait for season 2.
Yeah.
I was so excited.
That was great.
So, but he's like, he doesn't seem to be a bad guy,
Mobius doesn't see him as a bad guy. And he's a huge threat.
Yeah.
So, and Victor Timely is like a guy, Kang went back, it was like the early 1900s, and established a town and was the mayor, called himself Victor Timely.
Okay.
And swindled people basically and built up like this company that would furnish his tech later on, grow into the big business that would make his tech. So that's Victor Timely. So yeah, that's the thing about Kang, man. It's hard to defeat because he's everywhere in time. He's able to go back, retreat into time, do all this stuff. So he's interesting.
But gosh, as soon as I saw
Loki
Tom Hiddleston's face, I was like, oh yes.
It was awesome. It was good. Great way to end it.
So glad.
So yeah, all that got me real pumped for what's coming.
So I'm guessing that's why they haven't done the next or the second season of Loki yet, because they had to wait for this to come out.
They had to set up Kang some more, and then he's going to be tracking him down.
Gosh, when does that come out? Because I want to watch it.
June, I think.
Is it? Oh, God, that'd be great.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, June 9th. Nope. Maybe they haven't really said anything.
I know that they've changed some release dates and stuff recently.
Maybe it just says mid. Because the first season came out in June of 2021.
Okay. But yeah, I know they've changed some release dates because, Guardians is coming out. It's still the same release date. But The Marvels was supposed to come out in summer, I think, but they've pushed it
to like November
further.
Or something.
Maybe, I'm not sure. But so they've pushed it back. And then I think they were supposed to do several different new shows. But now, this year, but I think they're only going to do Loki season 2 and Secret Invasion, maybe, is the next one.
Yeah. They're wanting to space out the shows more.
Yeah.
So they don't overload everybody, which is good. I think they really do
like
do that.
that better.
Yeah.
And
I like new stuff, but also like you're gonna just wear out everybody.
I feel like I was getting worn down by too much.
Yeah. At the end of last year, especially when it was just one after another.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay.
It's like I need a break. Exactly.
Let me anticipate something.
Yeah. So I'm glad that they're doing that. And I've seen one person that I follow online talking about, people are probably going to be mad about it because they're not getting enough content. And I'm like, but that's not the only thing that they do. You're still getting like Star Wars content and stuff that's
there's still
new.
A ton of stuff.
There's still other stuff that they're going to be coming out with for Disney Plus.
Just gotta space it out.
Yeah.
Because we got Mandalorian next month and
probably Ahsoka at some point.
Something else. Oh, really?
I don't know when, but...
And then Guardians after that. And then Across the Multiverse or whatever it is. Spider-Man.
Yeah, but that's Sony.
Yeah, but it's still something.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of stuff. And then probably Loki. It's going to be a busy year regardless. Yeah. And I'm for it.
Me too. I'm very excited. Especially for Loki season 2. Because I've been waiting for that. Because I really enjoyed the first one.
It was really good.
Because, I've talked about it on here before. I just was not a Loki fan.
You were not.
And then I saw that first season. I was like, I love Loki.
Yeah. Loki stan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. But yeah, this movie, while maybe not the best Marvel movie, did its job. Got me excited.
It was
ready
fun.
to go. And it was fun enough. And I always enjoy Paul Rudd. So
yeah, me too.
I recommend it. I think it's getting. I think it's a lot of reviewers that are tired of Marvel movies and trying to like play into that some. Because I saw like a 0 out of 5. Like really? You're giving it a 0.
Yeah, this isn't glitter.
Yeah, like this is not a bad movie. It just you may be tired of Marvel.
Yeah, fine, or you may not understand because you may not be like an Ant-Man fan, or you might not keep up with Marvel stuff, so you may not know who Kang is. And
you can critique the CGI. Fine, I get it. It's no Avatar or something, but come on, it was a perfectly fine movie. So, yeah. Anyway.
It was fun. I had a good time.
Yeah. I was very nervous going in, so thank goodness. All right. Well, then let's get to our snack, I guess.
Okay.
What are we having?
We have raspberry cream KitKats.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
It does.
So
these were some that we found. I guess they were Valentine's Day. Things.
And we're extending Valentine's Day all throughout the month.
Yeah.
We've been getting each other flowers each day of February. Did you forget today? I just thought maybe it's going to be later, but I guess not.
Hold on, let me just make a quick call. I'm going to need a dozen carnations.
Carnations?
Yeah, you're getting carnations.
Oh, that's nice, I guess.
Carnations are your birth month flower, so.
Are they really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Ooh, wow. They smell strawberry.
They're raspberry.
Well, they smell strawberry.
They smell raspberry. Okay.
I guess so. I think they'd probably smell similar.
Yeah, probably.
Pretty mild.
Mm-hmm.
They're good. I like them. They have a nice strawberry flavor.
Stop it. They remind me a lot of the blueberry muffin ones that we had, but instead of blueberry, it's raspberry.
Mm-hmm. What did we... Oh, they're very similar to those M&Ms.
No, they're not. Those M&Ms were strawberry.
They're very similar. I know. I know. But they are. It's a shame they didn't put the best part of the raspberry in here. The hundreds of seeds they have to eat through.
That's why I don't eat raspberries. Because those seeds are just the worst.
I'd eat a bag of these.
Okay.
They're good.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Not as good as the lemon ones that we had that time, but...
Yeah, I think maybe if they had gone a little harder with the flavor, a little stronger flavor, might have helped. Because raspberries can be kind of tart sometimes. Maybe a little tartness.
But these are good.
They are. So what are you going to give them?
You asked me that. As soon as I stuffed a whole one in my mouth. That's rude. How dare you?
Maybe I was waiting for it. I don't know.
Oh, I know you were. I saw your face.
I saw your face.
I saw that look in your eye that I'm just waiting for the perfect moment.
Mischievous.
I think I'm just going to give them a solid 7.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I'll go 7. It's good. Mm-hmm. Not amazing, but I'd eat it.
But I will eat. We'll have to fight over the rest of the bag.
We'll have to split these up, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take some with me. You keep some here.
Sounds good.
We'll meet back next week to compare how many
I will have none left.
Me too. We could meet after a day. I won't have
That's like every time we have some left over, I'm like, if you go, oh, it's okay, you can have the whole bag. I'm like, okay, but just so you know, when you get back over here, there may not be any. More. Yeah. Surprisingly, we did have some of the M&Ms left, but we finished those.
We did. All right. Well, what's up? How did you like the Ant-Man movie? Did you feel it delivered? Could it have been better? Where do you put it in your ranking of Marvel movies? Let us know on Twitter at HavingFunCast or on Facebook at HavingFunPod.
Let us know if it was a satisfactory beginning to, what is it?
Phase
5? Yeah.
Yes.
You can send us all your thoughts to havingfunpod at gmail.com.
Yep. Sounds good. You can also check out our YouTube channel where these episodes get posted if you like little pictures to go with that and timestamps, so it's a little easier to navigate.
You can leave comments on that too.
Which we've been getting a lot of comments. We appreciate it. And a lot of recommendations over there, so that's always cool. So yeah, go out and have fun, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.